Hello everyone, back tuning in to Snowwatch. So despite the fact that we are very close to the last week of April, it looks like there's going to be some wintry conditions around over the coming week. This is particularly, I think, from around Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday next week. That would be when they have the greatest chance of wintry conditions. Now, because we're so late in the year, it's like that this is a very blocked scenario that we're facing. And if it was in the winter, we really would be talking about the depths of winter with severe cold and really heavy snow in parts of the country. Because we're so late into the year, we are not going to get extreme cold weather. We're not going to get widespread snow, I don't think. But there will be wintry conditions around. And I just want to give a bit of a heads up, really, as to where the greatest chance of wintry weather will be next week. But don't take it definitively, because I think it's going to be very much on a knife edge between rain and snow in many parts of the country. So I would suspect what we're going to have to do next week, particularly Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, is do a bit of nowcasting, really, and just a case of look out your window and see what's happened, because it's going to be, really, it's going to be on a knife edge between rain and snow. But I'll show you what the model is thinking in a second. Before I get on with that, just to say about the ads, there's links to articles on all the pages. Have a browse through widgets and click through the links if there's any articles that you're interested in. Thanks so much for doing that. There's video ads to most pages saying open up the content, we can watch them, they'll close back up again. It all helps to pay for gasweathervids.com. I'm going to start off with the GFS chart for tomorrow, just to put things in context. So we've got high pressure out to the west of the country, low pressure going through Scandinavia, and in between we're turning winds into the north. Now this isn't a really cold northerly yet. It is certainly colder than we've had it over the past couple of days. It already feels cooler today. Tomorrow will feel colder still. And then as we go through into Sunday, we keep the wind in from the north, so it's not going to be warm, but it's not the worst of the cold weather that's coming up. That really sets in on Monday as this low pressure slips down the North Sea. We tighten the gradient, the ridge starts to push up towards Greenland and Iceland, and just follow the isobars back to see how far north the air and the wind is originating from. It's quite a strong wind indicated by the tightly packed isobars. And that continues into Tuesday. Tuesday sees this low pressure sitting in the southern North Sea, very close to Denmark, and a really strong, cold north to northeast wind is coming down across the country. Again, follow the isobars back. The air originates somewhere from the North Pole, moving down across the country. So the low pressure is going to be provide precipitation, and the air is going to be cold enough for some of that precipitation to turn wintry, I would think, during the course of Tuesday. These are the upper air temperatures for Monday. So you can see that the -5 iceberg, which is sort of really cold air, is pushing in towards Scotland. Really cold for the time of year anyway. Very unusual to see the -5 iceberg anywhere near the UK at the end of April. The -10 isoferm, which is even in the middle of winter, that's really cold air. That is approaching the Northern Isles of Scotland. So you see that's coming down into Scotland, the coldest of the air on Monday. Ahead of it, the air is quite cool. That's the air that we've got coming up this weekend. It's quite cool air, but the worst of the cold temperatures coming into Scotland on Monday. And then that plunges down across the whole country as we go through into Tuesday. So by Tuesday, the -5 isoferm is clear of the country, basically, except perhaps the Scilly Isles and Southern Ireland. Most parts within the -5 isoferm in that very strong northerly wind. We keep wind in from the north on Wednesday. The low pressure is going off towards Germany by then, so we lose a bit of gradient, and not quite such strong winds, but nevertheless the air is still really cold for the time of year. Keep having to caveat that it's really cold air for the time of year across the country on Wednesday. And again, -5 isoferm is around the UK. We go through into Thursday. The air is staying quite cold. It's in from the north still. Bit of a trough here heading into western Scotland and Northern Ireland. That develops into an area of low pressure as we go through into Friday. So that's a week away. That's running into quite cold air. If that was winter, that would be a big snow event across the whole country. Because it's the 29th of April, that's probably going to be rain mostly in the south and the east, but it could be snow in the north, and especially over high ground. There's the upper air temperatures showing still quite cold air across many parts of the country on Friday 29th. And you see, I don't show these very often, this is the thickness, the 5 to 8 dam line there around the UK as well. There's the precipitation heading in across the country through Friday. Risk of rain, sleet or snow, dew points generally suggesting rain in the south, possibly something more wintry further north. Temperatures aren't much to write home about. Let's just have a quick look at the temperatures through the coming week. So tonight we could have a bit of a frost, especially in the north. Tomorrow we're looking at temperatures in the south around 10 or 11, further north into single digits. Saturday night, more of a widespread frost, even coming down to some central southern parts of England. There could be frost on early Sunday morning. Temperatures on Sunday, London Marathon, of course, only going to be running cold conditions, just 7 or 8 degrees across many parts of the country. Another frost as we go through into Monday morning, that's particularly in the south, less so further north. Monday itself, see temperatures in the south at around 10 degrees, in the north 4, 5, 6 degrees of Scotland. A widespread frost then on Monday night to Tuesday morning. Tuesday has temperatures widely down to single figures. Yeah, these temperatures don't look dramatically cold, but it's just in relation to the time of year. So Wednesday, again, around freezing first thing in the morning. Thursday, somewhere between 5 and 10 Celsius. Another very widespread, this one looks quite damaging, frost in the early hours of Thursday. Single-digit temperatures again. The Thursday itself, more frost, early hours of Friday. And so it goes on. So it's not a dramatically cold condition. If this was compared to January, it wouldn't be that cold. But because it's the end of April, it is unusually cold. Temperatures are around 4, 5, maybe 6 degrees below average here with these temperatures that we are seeing. So what's the wintry potential? This is the precipitation type forecast from the weatheroutlook.com showing rain and sun. I'm going to run you through these quite quick. So we're starting off tonight with quite a bit of rain down in the south. That clears away as we go through into Saturday morning. Now, then we're going to find these showers come down from the north. Mainly rain for England and Wales. A little bit of wintry potential there, perhaps, as we go through into the north of the country. It's all gone a bit wrong there. So after a quick pause, I think we're back on track. We are up to 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, and we've got rain showers for parts of England and Wales, wintry showers perhaps for northern England and Scotland. We go through into the nighttime period, Saturday night, Sunday, and the showers generally pulling back to coast. Something perhaps a little bit wintry coming through the Midlands in the early hours of Sunday. Looks very light in nature, but maybe a few wintry showers coming through the Midlands and some central parts of England in the early hours of Sunday. And then we go through into Sunday itself, and we've got some rain here into the southeast. So this is quite a cold, wet, dismal looking picture, perhaps threatening the London Marathon. So if you're taking part in that, well, I don't suppose you want it too warm, but it looks a pretty dismal day for running and observing there in London. That clears away as we go through into Monday. Remember, we're not into the coldest of the air yet, so we get through into Monday, and then we start to see this very light showery rain pushing south. So it's behind that the coldest of the air is beginning to dig in. So we bring a band of rain down across the east, particularly through Monday, and then the showers through Scotland and North East England on Monday evening turn readily to snow. And then we go through into Tuesday, and when you notice quite heavy rain running down the North Sea, that could threaten some sleet or snow to eastern coastal counties, with snow showers coming into parts of Scotland and Northern England as well. And the showers get more widespread as we go through into Tuesday afternoon. Snow showers suggested for Scotland and Northern England. Rain showers, maybe more persistent rain, across parts of Lincolnshire, East Anglia, South East England. That's on a knife edge between rain and snow. So don't necessarily rule out the chance that it might snow even into parts of Lincolnshire and East Anglia on Tuesday. That clears away through the course of Tuesday evening, and then generally the showers pull back towards the coast in the early hours of Wednesday, leading to widespread frost. And then on Wednesday, we bring lots of showers down across the country. And again, you see generally the suggestion of rain in the south and the east. Generally, the suggestion of snow showers, wintry showers for Scotland, Northern England, possibly North Wales. Again, don't take that too literally. We go through into Thursday, do it all over again. More showers, particularly in the north, where they're wintry. Less potential for wintry weather in the south. There's that more persistent rain starting to come into Ireland later on. And as we go through into Friday, that begins to push in across the country, bringing a mix of rain or snow to the north and west. This is suggesting some rain, but also some snow, heavy snow there being suggested for Wales, North Wales. But again, don't take that too literally. Some places rain, some places snow. Very, very much on a knife edge. And then as that pushes south and eastwards, it generally turns to rain as it gets into the southeast. That probably makes sense given the upper air temperatures, with wintry showers returning from the northwest. That takes up to Saturday next week. That's as far as I'm going to go with this. So again, you see, it's not a widespread snow scenario, and we would have had that if we'd had this pattern setting up in December or January or February. We would have been looking at widespread snow across all parts of the country at some point through the coming week. Because we're at the end of April, it means a wintry mix of rain, sleet, snow, hail, you name it, could be happening over the course of the coming week. The general idea is that the greatest risk of snow, as always, is going to be the further north you go. So Scotland, Northern Ireland, Northern England, North Wales, the North Midlands, and particularly over elevation, so places like Buxton, Derbyshire, Staffordshire, the Welsh Mountains, the Pennines, Scottish Mountains, those areas are almost certainly going to see snow over the coming week. Lower down and further south, a wintry mix, rain, sleet, snow, and even in the south, I think over hills, places like the Chilterns and the Wolds, I wouldn't be at all surprised if there's not some sleet or snow in the course of the coming week, but probably not amounting to too much. So if you like cold and snowy weather, it really is a case of if only it was January, February, December, whatever, because it's a really missed opportunity, this, in terms of the pattern, if you like cold and snowy weather. But it's interesting enough anyway. We are going to have to keep on top of it over the coming few days, so keep checking back to GasWeatherViz during the course of the coming week. I'm sure we'll be updating Snow Watch again at some point. And, I'll be having to do some nowcasting, looking out of your window next week to see exactly what's falling from the sky. Right, that's all for now. Weekend forecast tomorrow. That's going to be a bit of a headache given this general scenario that we've got playing out during the course of the coming week. But come back weekend forecast tomorrow. Anyway, that's all for now. Thanks for watching.